not bad.
Yeah.
Think Jason Bourne could kill a guy with a disc?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, killed a guy with a phone book.
Killed a guy with a pen.
Killed Matt Damon haters with his awesome movies.
Killed James Bond cheesiness with a Bourne Identity. Yes. Sorry, riot you. Got him. Know what I wish Matt Damon would kill this guy with? Hey everyone, I'm Fischer.
And I'm Dennis Stack.
And we are Cinema Buffs, and today we are reviewing Jason Bourne.
Alright, so here we have the Jason Bourne review, and before we get into it, guys, if you liked what you see, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and get to see all of our reviews and all of our future reviews.
Yep.
So Nate, 9 years since Matt Damon has played Jason Bourne. He's back with this brand new movie.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, I'm a huge fan of the Bourne franchise.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the more solid trilogies out there. Now, how about you?
I like the Bourne trilogy. I do. I think that it is, like you said, a very solid trilogy. I haven't seen them more than once, so I don't hold them in this high regard where I want to watch them over and over again. But I do think they're really, really good films. So
Yeah, I agree. And I always liken the Bourne trilogy to like Indiana Jones. I don't hold in the same regard as Indiana Jones, mind you. But like in the fact that the first one's great, the second one's good. It's not as good as the first one. And then the third one's my favorite. I mean, both Last Crusade and Bourne Ultimatum are my favorite of those trilogies.
And I think that with the Bourne trilogy, the Ultimatum was the best of the series as well. But this was the first trilogy or spy movie that came out that was really grounded and real and gritty. So, you know, there's not all this comic relief and all this fantastic set pieces or anything. It feels real to me.
Right, and it's funny how the first one came out just a year after Pierce Brosnan's last Bond movie, Die Another Day. Yeah. So to go from that like cheesiness, CGI, bad CGI filled, something grounded in reality. I think that these first set of movies were really revolutionary.
Matt Damon is the glue that holds these movies together, and it was really a surprise when the Bourne Identity came out. We're like, holy shit, like Matt Damon's a badass. You know, like look at him, he's kicking ass in this movie. So how do you think he holds up in this one? It's 9 years later, he's a little bit older. What do you think?
I gotta say, I was just a little bit disappointed with him in this one because I feel like he didn't have much to do.
I know.
I feel like the only time he ever spoke in the movie is when he was interrogating someone. Like he didn't get to peel back a layer of Bourne, and that's what all these movies are about.
I agree with you with there. It's just like there just wasn't enough of him, and also there's always a weight on these movies of peeling back, you know, revealing these huge moments in his life that he's forgotten or like why he is what he is, and I felt like the weight wasn't there in this one.
No, I feel like see, this is the first movie of this series where Tony Gilroy hasn't written any of them. He wrote and directed The Bourne Legacy, the spin-off one with Jeremy Renner. Yeah. And which was fine. I didn't dislike that movie.
No, I liked it. It was okay.
But I feel like with that movie, Matt Damon was missing. And I feel like with this movie, Tony Gilroy was missing. I feel like, you know, the way that he paces his movies, because this is the guy who wrote and directed Michael Clayton, which is a fantastic movie, too.
Yeah, great movie.
And I just feel like his voice and the way he handles this character through this narrative was really missing.
The action sometimes takes a little bit of a backseat, which isn't a bad thing in the previous three. I think that the plot, the journey is important. This action seemed like Matt Damon is capable of doing more than this. There wasn't that many interesting fight scenes. The previous fight scenes were so revolutionary, but they were good. I would say the ending 20 minutes action scene, I was like, yes, this is what I'm looking for out of a Bourne movie. This is good. It was really cool, really fast-paced action, but the direction style just like, this is shakier than a found footage film. Yeah,
and that's one of the things, like, you know, I said how The Supremacy is my least favorite of the original three, the second one. That's the first one Paul Greengrass directed, and he loves handheld camera, shoulder pack, and it was very shaky, and I felt like he corrected it in Ultimatum.
Yes.
There was some shake, but he steadied it more.
It was smooth.
It was better. Yeah. And I feel like he forgot to do it this time.
I agree with you with the action scenes. I want to see these two people fight. I want to see some choreography. I want to see that they put the work in to learn how to do this, but there's less than a second cut throughout the entire action scenes of fights, and it pulls me out a little bit of the experience. But the car chases, I think they were great.
Oh yeah, top notch.
I like
Just
the car
all the
chases.
other ones.
Right. And the opening, well, it's not opening, but there is a set piece where a riot's going on and there's a car chase. I thought that was a super cool setting. It seemed almost too simplistic, a little bit of a story, where the other ones seemed so complex, it seemed smart. I was like, this movie's a little bit smarter than me, maybe, because I'm not following it quite. I have to pay attention very closely to understand what's going on.
Right.
And this one, I didn't feel that way all that much. But I did enjoy myself. I feel like I'm trying to get rid of my bias where the Bourne movies aren't my style of spy movie.
As with these Bourne movies, with each new entry, you get new characters. Most of the time they're new people working for the CIA, and that was the case once again with this movie. We got Alicia Vikander. She was in this. Tommy Lee Jones.
Yeah.
Also, Vincent Cassel played one of the other assassins out to get Bourne.
Yeah.
What did you think about these new characters?
I liked him. Acting across the board was good. I thought Tommy Lee Jones was kind of a show stealer in this one.
Really?
With the trailer, I didn't think he was going to have that much to work with. I thought he'd sort of be this little, maybe 15 minutes of screen time total, but he is in this thing throughout, and he's pretty damn evil.
New main lead in this movie is Alicia Vikander, playing one of the CIA operatives as well. And I think she's a fantastic actress. I love her in Ex Machina.
Yeah.
But I just think she didn't really nail the American accent.
Okay.
Like she did in Ex Machina.
Yeah.
I mean, I know she's European. I know,
less lines in Ex Machina as well.
Right, true. And a little bit, less emotion considering she was playing, Android in that one. But yeah, it's just, it was enough to the point where it was distracting.
Okay.
Whereas I felt with Vincent Cassel, he played the other asset, the assassin asset that, they refer to. I thought he nailed the American accent.
With this one, it does feel like franchise building. For sure. It seems like they're going to try to do a new trilogy with this.
Yeah, and it's same problem that I feel personally Avengers Age of Ultron had, Batman v Superman had. But with this movie, it's like they're so worried about the universe building and getting ready to launch this franchise, like they forgot to make the good movie.
Buffs. All right, so we've both said our pieces on Jason Bourne, so let's just go right ahead and put a number on it. Dennis, I know you were looking forward to this one. You really were.
I really was, and I gotta say, I was pretty let down.
Yeah.
So I a 6 is a pass for me. I can't even give it that. I'm gonna go 5 out of 10.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. 5 out of 10. The one thing I liked is that it does feel like a Bourne movie, and I think that people will appreciate it. A little too shaky, but the ending action scene was a redeeming factor for me, and I think it's a good movie-going experience. So I'm gonna give it a 7. I enjoyed this. Wow. I really did. So, yeah.
There you have it. So that's it for our review of Jason Bourne. What you guys think of the movie? Why don't you go ahead and leave some comments down below. Check us out next week when we're bringing you our review of The Suicide Squad. Don't forget, guys, there's no place like the theater.